fight back.
The last time we spoke was before the supposedly Pacquiao Spence fight.
Mm-hmm.
And, we already know what happened, like a replacement and all that. And now Manny Pacquiao has already announced his candidacy for president in the
Mm-hmm.
upcoming elections. Just one question lang, Quinito. Do you think he's coming back? Because a lot of people are saying that, oh, we don't know what's going to happen in the elections for sure, right? But people are predicting that if he loses the polls next year, well, he is bound to actually return to the ring after that. Your thoughts regarding po?
Everything is a possibility. Senator is 42 years old. Um, Oscar De La Hoya is coming back. Floyd Mayweather, he's always around. Evander Holyfield came back, but he got blown away. Um, these days, age doesn't seem to matter any longer in professional boxing. If you still feel the hunger, and if you feel that you can still display your best A game in the ring, you'll do it. It's the most difficult thing for a boxer to stop boxing because that's his life. It's a boxer's life, and for Senator, um, he's got his dreams, and he's got his feelings about wanting to help our country grow. I mean, more power to him. I think as far as his boxing career is concerned, nobody's going to be able to match what he has done. He's in a Guinness Book of World Records for sure, for winning world titles in 8 divisions, being a champion in 4 decades. Nobody's ever been able to do any of those two things. But again, in answer to your question, in the eventuality that he loses the presidential race, yes, I think he will come back. I think, in that situation, um, he will want to be in a position to continue to give honor to our country, and if he feels that he can continue to do that by fighting in the ring, he will. I think he felt that he wasn't 100% when he went up against Ugas, because in that fight, you know, quite confidentially, he whispered to me that as early as the second round, he already felt cramps. And I was commentating that fight, and after the second round, I think it might have been after the second round or the third round, I noticed that Manny didn't sit down right away, and I mentioned it, but I told myself why. Maybe because number one, he really didn't seem tired, but it didn't occur to me that maybe meron siyang iniinda. Maybe there's something about his legs that if you sit down, you'd rather stand up and sort of flex and stretch your legs a little bit, because if they're cramping, then yun ang gagawin mo.
Yes.
And then in between, is it the fourth, or between the third or the fourth, or the fourth or the fifth rounds, Buboy came inside during the timeout and started to massage his legs. He wanted to do that a lot more, but pinagbawal siya ni Freddie Roach. Kanya nagkaroon ng konting alitan between Freddie and Buboy, because of that. Si Freddie naman was saying, masyadong loud si Buboy, na parang hindi na naririnig ni Manny yung mga instructions niya. So, it was not a very good situation in the corner of Manny during that fight. I think that's something that will have to be resolved if and when Manny returns to the ring. But he wasn't at his best. Manny wasn't also at his best when he fought Mayweather. Remember, starting the fourth round, he actually had a torn shoulder, rotator cuff, that he had surgery for. So he fought Mayweather starting the fourth round with just one arm, and he went the distance. And some people said he might have even won. So there's a lot of things that Manny will still need to prove to himself and to the world. That number one, he can beat Mayweather. Number two, he can beat Yordenis Ugas. You'll never know. Whatever the decision is of Manny, you can be sure that his decision will be based on not just himself and his personal ambitions, but also, more importantly, whether his decision to continue fighting will be for the honor of our country. And that's what makes Manny Pacquiao so different and so admirable, because he's really a very selfless person, and he does things more for our country than for himself.
Well, there you go, Dean Quinito. Well, at least we'll go ahead and find out, see for ourselves what happens next. And regardless, we'll go ahead and support Manny, whatever he decides to plan for
Yep.
his future. Dean Quinito, always a pleasure to speak with you. Maraming salamat po sa oras na binigay niyo sa amin.
Maraming salamat din, JM. It's always nice to talk to someone who loves boxing just as much as I do. Thanks for the sparring session.
Thank you, Dean Quinito.